Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to the post-game of Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled, where last time we kicked K. Rool's butt and took care of the entirety of World 7, and today, I honestly have no idea what is going to happen. We're going to be starting with a visit to Clubba to see if he says anything different, but like we did at the last part, the end of the last part, we're going to press this again. This is a story, yeah, so he says the same thing again. 46 DK coins. And normally you end the game with like one more than whatever Mario has, so that would mean 47. And it's interesting because if there's still 6 DK coins in the Lost World, that would leave 7 more. And if there's 1 Clubba coin in each world, not including the Lost World, which would mean 7 worlds, maybe the Clubba coins just count as DK coins, because that would be 7 plus 6 equals 13 equals 47. I don't know, but yeah, we're going to be stopping by Vivid Volcano here, because it's the first place where Clubba ever appears. And what do you got to say? The Kongs don't look tough enough for this quest, so we got every single Creme coin, and he still isn't happy with us. So yeah, I guess we actually do have an additional quest here, where we're gonna have to go through every single world looking for what Wrinkly says Clubba's coins. One all-new shiny for each world. So, again, I know nothing about this game. I am so happy that to this point I haven't had anything come up that has spoiled anything. So thank you all so much. Again, everyone who's enjoying this as well. You know, not posting any spoilers and such. It's really meant a lot. But from what I've gathered and everything we've read, I guess each world does have like 1 coin hidden in any of these levels possibly. And I think that is just so cool. So what I guess we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the first world. I'm going to start with any levels that I think have a place that it might possibly be hidden based on our previous experience, somewhere I maybe didn't explore already. And then if that doesn't work, I'll just go through the levels one by one and see if, with all the skill I've gained, with all the new techniques we've learned throughout this hack, maybe something new will happen that I just hadn't realized before. And yeah, I'm probably gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know if we'll get, every single one in a single video. I'll probably play for an hour to an hour and a half and just collect as many as I can in that time, and maybe it will be a video or 2 or more than that. Anyone who knows where they are is probably laughing at ah, Andrew, they're so well hidden. You're never even gonna find one, which it really blows my mind that to this point, we haven't come across anything in this regard. Okay, so I haven't played this level in a long time. It's gonna be really cool to actually, replay these levels that we haven't seen in so long. I actually probably should have done some life farming. It's kind of neat that we're going back to these levels, but I have really scoured levels in the past looking for DK coins, looking for bonus coins, so the fact that we just have not accidentally come across any of these supposed Clubba coins to this point is kind of mind-boggling, unless they just don't show up until after you've beaten the game, but it doesn't sound like that's the case. Is there any way to get that even? I don't even remember. Again, it's been so long. It's amazing to think it's probably been 5 months since we played this level the first time. Yeah, compared to what we've played, there is nothing difficult about this at all. Wow, that is the checkpoint. This just, wow, it's laughably ridiculously easy at this point. But yeah, so the reason that we're doing this level first is because I remember there was a point near the end. I've gone to the left there. It was just a blue balloon. That had a banana that we could have explored, but we had found all the bonus games and the DK coins, so we never replayed it to explore what was in that, that area. So that's kind of one of the leads I have in this world for somewhere we might want to check. And wow, it's been a while since we've done this. I remember there was even a trick we did with Rambi to get him up there. That was how you got the DK coin. I have no idea how to do that at this point. It's been so long since I've done it. And I was actually expecting it to probably be needed some point later on in the game, but it never was. But again, how are these videos going to be dealt with? So again, this level is, I think, one of the only places in this world that I do kind of have that feeling that there was somewhere we hadn't checked. Otherwise, we checked pretty all over the place. In the second level, we really checked all over for the DK coin. In the first level, there might have been a nook or a cranny somewhere that we just did not see. So we can maybe go back and check that out again at some point. But yeah, I'm just going to be doing this. I wonder if you did that. How does the Kong situation work in this world again? Are you forced to use one? There was a DK barrel at some point. So maybe we'll have to bring Dixie in here, but she could probably be used to explore things better. But yeah, so if we go up here, I know there's a spot to the left here. There's a banana to the left. So if we can just, you know, stand on the little bit of that ledge and then jump to the left there, maybe there's something. And wouldn't it have been amazing if, like, way back in part 2 when we played this level, we did find a club of coin? And that would have just completely changed the way I played the entire game, probably. You know, going out of my way to search for things that may not, you know, may or may not have existed in each level. I just think that's so bizarre. But anyway, the reason I guess I'm kind of, you know, showing the entirety of this level is because, you know, I was just explaining things while I was playing it anyway. But going forward, I'm just going to kind of probably play the levels on my own, and I'll leave in bits that, you know, maybe if I explore somewhere that we hadn't seen before, or explore somewhere that I think might have a high likelihood of having a secret hidden in it, you know, I'll probably commentate over that and add that to the video. But otherwise, I'm not just gonna probably leave, like, you know, my entire spelunking in. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. You have to do something weird like that, probably. Actually, can you bring a second Kong into this level? Memory's making me think that you can't. But then there was a DK barrel earlier, which is interesting. Yeah, it filters out Dixie, which is very interesting, because there is that DK barrel earlier on in the level then. So if you can get 2 Kongs from that, maybe there's something special that you can do with either, you know, a team throw or with Dixie. And then that would be a really interesting way to hold a secret, because, yeah, if I had the ability to do team throws and such, that would really change a lot, I think. And just what I'd be able to do here. And yeah, I mean, that's just something that's, when you play through the level the first time, like, I could even throw a Kong up there. And then not get... Oh, I'm pressing left. I'm holding left. That's kind of interesting. Can I hold right and do something? No. But, like... yeah, that's rather fascinating to think about. And obviously, again, because I had found all the secrets, I got that exclamation mark, I got that DK symbol. There's no reason I ever would have thought to do any further investigating here. But now that I've got the checkpoints, I might have to reset? Unless I want to beat the level. Which, I mean, I guess we probably could. In the back of my mind, it's like, oh, it's probably easier to reset than beat the level, but it's World 1. After everything we've gone through, I think I can beat the 3rd level of the game. Or not! Yeah, compared to other things we've experienced in this hack, not too big a deal there, but even at the end there's some space to kind of explore. Like, if these are gonna be hidden really cryptically, you know, there's a lot that we have to consider in just how crazy they might be hidden. And I mean, I guess there are always those wrinkly hints that might relate to these, that if we have searched every single level, high and low, every single potential spot that I can think of, we will go and buy that hint, but I really want to avoid that if possible. But now if we re-enter this level, unfortunately this level forces you into the checkpoint. So like the second that you've gotten halfway, you're forced into, you know, replaying the entire level if you screw it up. But how do you get that DK barrel? That's the question here. Like, it's weird that there'd be a DK barrel. Like, if I just... like, that has to mean something, right? Like... how can you get that? Like, am I... Because, like, even if I get it, I'm still going to fall, right? Unless there's a way to get it from the other side, but then I still feel like I'm going to end up in the hole. Okay, well, whoa! Whoa! I was like, is there anything inside the boat, maybe? No way! Like... that's ridiculous! I just can't believe that actually worked! I mean, it didn't work exactly as I thought it would. I thought maybe there'd be like a barrel inside the boat, but I somehow lucked out into finding another barrel anyway, and that's how I congratulate myself, by jumping into a ditch. Like, we are definitely onto something here. Like, if this isn't a club of coin or whatever, I don't know what to expect from where the heck they're hidden, because, you know, all this if it's just like a 5-up or something. Like, there's no way, right? And darn it, I don't actually want just Dixie. I'm convinced that the way it's going to work is that you have that, that Cruncha that is on that platform that's kind of causing us trouble. And there's 3 flitters past him. We can use 2 of those to bounce to the other side, 1 of them to bounce back, do a team throw, defeat the Cruncha, and then use a second team throw to get onto that platform. That's what I'm thinking the utilization of having 2 partners would be. And that has to be something. There's no way it's just going to be for some garbage reward. And now I can't do this part. Darn it. Finds an incredibly cryptic secret and then immediately forgets his Donkey Kong Country 2 fundamentals. That's Andrew. Okay, so now we gotta make sure we don't do something silly here. That causes us to lose a partner. Still have quite a bit of level to play before we're at the point when we can actually make any kind of use of having both these guys. And if we die now, you know, I don't have any chance to get Dixie back without either resetting or beating the level again. So that would be absolutely 0 fun, I think. So we got all this going on. And then this. Now, again, one thing I could do is throw a partner up here and kind of skip all those shenanigans. Like, okay, but it forces you down anyway, which is fine. So I'm gonna go to the right, and I'm gonna bounce, bounce. Yeah, I was hoping to... Oh, I'm holding the button so it went back into the level. I was hoping to skip the middle ones, so that it would give me something to bounce back to the left with. But that didn't quite happen. Regardless, though, we are on to something big. I think that is obvious enough. And once I get the finer details flattened out, I'll bring you along for the ride. Okay, so if we do this, I feel like that's the right track. The execution is just pretty particular. Oh, but then the Kong didn't come back fast enough for me to get a second throw. So am I doing something wrong there? Because, yeah, it's all about getting those bounces off of the flitters, and I would love to bounce over that middle flitter, as that would probably be good for some extra distance, but then still would I have enough time for an extra throw? Maybe I just need to get better at the double throw? We're on to something, though, and I guess that's what's important. The unfortunate part is that I now have to replay the entire level again. Like, I don't think throwing a partner up here helped in any way. Because you still can't... Oh, maybe if we... Can we do a sneaky thing like this? Or am I gonna get sucked into that barrel? Okay, so actually all that shenanigans I was thinking about... So what's with the banana? So that's just an extra DK... Was that purple, though? As I don't think it was... And there's no extra indication that there was an extra DK coin there, but okay! I guess that's it. Have we collected any DK coins that were purple before? And I didn't realize it. I don't know. I'd never paid that close of attention to the color of a DK coin. And there's no extra indication like, you know, that was the clubble one or anything like that. But so basically what we've learned now is that some levels have 2 DK coins in them, and that was awesome. So I think now we'll go see what Wrinkly has to say. Roughly every other... And I think we accidentally paid for this back in like the first part, because I was like, ooh, what's that hint? And then I immediately looked away, so I have not read this before. Hey, you've come to buy my secret hint. Unfortunately, these won't help you out yet. Once K. Rool is gone, these will make much more sense to you. Okay, so... But okay, it doesn't make any more sense. I mean, maybe she means like the ones in other worlds? But does that mean that there's just no hint then to how to find that? Thankfully, we saw that banana the first time we played this level. Otherwise, like if that banana wasn't there at all, that would be a really cryptic spot to make the player have to look. But yeah, that's awesome. That means we don't have to look through all the other levels in this world. So we need to keep an eye out for DK barrels and just anything that seems kind of out of place. Anything that's not required to get, but kind of seems out of the way, is something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. But that brings us to World 2 now. Wow, lots of levels, lots of potential here. But one level I want to start with. There's actually two main ones. I want to look at Tunnel Trouble, because there's something at the beginning that we never did, and that was when we jump on Clapper to make the water or rather lava into water. One thing that's always been in the back of my mind is we never then backtracked to see if there was any lava that became water that we could then go down. So I want to try that. But I think in Animal Ascent, there was something that when I was editing the video, I noticed right at the end, and it's always been in the back of my mind, you know, just one day I'm just gonna, you know, check it out for fun. I wonder if it is something or not. And, you know, I just never ended up doing it because I had to get all the way to the end. And who wants to replay a whole level just for that? But now that we have to replay levels anyway, I'm gonna check it out. It could be nothing, but we'll see when we get there. We actually played this level many times initially, looking for the bonus game, rather, you know, the second one. But okay, so we go here, and I could swear when I was editing the video, no, wait, this isn't the right room. You go in here, and is there a hook at the top of the screen? It might have just been some background graphic. Okay, maybe. I know there's a Neki here, right? Right? Why did I think when I was editing it, I could swear I saw something? I think. Is this the room? This level has a very busy background graphic, so maybe it was something like that. But I could swear I saw a hook that was like just barely off screen, but maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so looks like this was an incorrect lead, which is okay. There's obviously going to be those. It's better to have some lead than no lead, I guess. Why did I think I saw something? I don't know, that's too strange. Maybe this isn't the right room? Maybe it was at the end of Mind Over Metal? I don't remember, but I could swear that I saw something there that I guess is just clearly not there. So let's move on to Tunnel Trouble then. And this is, again, that level where you have the lava, and then you have the... Wait. Why am I invincible all of a sudden? Okay, there's apparently a blue balloon down there. I don't remember there being an invincibility barrel at the beginning of this level. What? And it lasts a really freaking long time. I don't understand. Like, I really don't. Why am I invincible? Why was there an invincibility barrel there? Did I do something to make that appear? Is that like, you know, you beat the game and there's an invincibility barrel at the beginning of this level? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And it's still going. How long can you be invincible for? I just don't understand. Like, I guess I should be checking every, you know, crevice then for something. See, my whole idea was, you know, you jump on him, and then you would run back and explore these areas now that they're not lava, because I don't believe I ever did that in my first playthrough. And I'm still invincible. Do you think you have to get, like, all the way to the end of the level or something? And, like, be invincible for a secret? Or maybe, you know, the water rose there. Maybe you have to run all the way to where the, you know, the point when the water rises and then run back? But does that mean that now there might be barrels and stuff that are added to levels that weren't there previously? Because that invincibility barrel, there is no way that was there in our first run. Like, we did not just do this in our first run through the level. Oh wait, so okay, so the lava rose now. So is there anything that allows us to do if we go back? That is too strange. Like, is this anything now? No. Is any of this anything? Can we go back here at all? I don't understand. I just don't get it. Because that's a really freaky thought if now, you know, we're just gonna have to replay every single level and look for like a... Wait, does that mean that maybe that DK barrel in Flitter Flight wasn't there during our initial playthrough? And that's why I didn't think twice of it? I mean, it's completely possible that since I wasn't looking for, you know, additional coins at that point, that the fact that there was a DK barrel there just didn't occur to me. But maybe what we need to keep our eye out for then is, I mean, that lets you get that DK coin very easily because you can just kill that Cruncha. But yeah, like, I guess I should be jumping into all these too, but with the length that it lasts, I'm guessing that we probably want to get really far into the level. But like, yeah, that just really cheaply lets you get over here and cheese the DK coin. Unless these extra barrels don't appear unless you have, you know, all the DK coins that you could by this point. But okay, so that's an interesting revelation then. We need to replay every level and keep our eye out for any barrels that might not have been there originally. And, you know, it's gonna be a really massive mental game, you know, trying to figure that out. And if that's true, then that would mean that you can't collect any of these Club of Coins before these extra barrels appear, I guess. But wow, what a change this level is when you can just kind of plow through everything. There's the DK coin normally spot to the right. But the thing is, if we get the checkpoint, like I could maybe have to go down any of those, you know, lava areas. I'm just going to go until the invincibility stops. And that might give us a hint to like around the area when we need to use it. Because Empty Assist doesn't typically like to give you invincibility that lasts longer than it needs to. So I'm just going to see, you know, whenever the invincibility runs out, I'm going to assume that's around the points that we need to use it. It seems to be lasting pretty much the end of the level at this point though. Okay, it stopped right around here. And I probably could have gone a little bit faster too, even. Okay, there's an invisible one-up, everybody. Like, that could bring us all the way here. And I think that... Darn, no. There was, I think, a secret in the ceiling there. Or am I thinking of the first underwater level? There was, like, a really pointless secret in the ceiling? Oh, okay. So pretty much, there's an invincibility barrel that's been added to this level. And there could potentially then be a secret in any lava hole. And the invincibility lasts pretty much right until the end. So I think we're going to start... Should we start with the furthest from the beginning lava holes? Or the closest to the beginning? In the end, we're probably just going to end up checking them all. And it's probably going to be the last one that we check. But wow, that's cool. Like how I still jumped on Clapper even though I didn't have to. Sometimes you just can't break old habits. Like, yeah, I'm assuming it's not one of those. I think I kind of checked those already. Like, anything around these areas? The problem is, if it's invisible, then how the heck are we ever supposed to find it? Yeah, I can't go under this platform, which is interesting. Again, the invincibility lasts super long, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be later in the level that we need to search. We can destroy you. We never do that before. Can we jump up here without help? Yes. This would also give us a chance to like press into all these walls, which we never really had a chance to do originally. Because the lava would always get us. What if we went down here? This is a pretty deep hole. This one's also pretty deep. Can we go under here? No. Okay, and then the invincibility ran out. Obviously it's connected to something though, and I'm thinking obviously this has to be the level with the secret in it. You don't just add in a new invincibility barrel for no reason. Wait. Okay, because there's always a cruncher there, and you can't normally go into that corner. It's interesting that it lasts right until the end of the level. Pretty much. But I don't think there was any pools of lava right at the end. I'm gonna have to try and get invincibility again as deep as I can, and see if maybe I was missing something there. I wonder, can we go back now? Because if we go back here, maybe I should be pressing against, like, if we go up here, does this do anything? No, we get hit by that barrel regardless. But it's interesting that, you know, you can go back after the lava goes up, and you just never know what kind of secrets that might also lead to. But you can't go back prior to, like, the checkpoint. That barrel prevents you from doing so. Very interesting. The problem is that the normal DK coin in this level is invincible. That Clapper just destroying himself. So I hope that, you know, the purple DK coin is not also invisible. Because invisible items are just no fun. So what I'm actually realizing is, I think the water goes like way up at some point. Like if we... but then, no, maybe not, because we're under here. Does the water go up anymore? Like, I think it's higher now than it was. Because if we now go back to the beginning, because it's always bothered me, there's that spot at the very beginning of the level, with the Kremling below it. Yeah, it is way higher now. Because if we do that, and then go back to the left, and then, yeah, like this is it. This is gonna be something. Has to be something. No, it's literally just a gap in the ceiling for no reason. There's no way. There is no way that it's just a gap in the ceiling for no reason. I was so sure this was going to be it. Wow, okay. You see, that's it too. It's not just about going forward. Once the lava level changes, it could be about going back as well. Wow, I was convinced once I saw the lava go up again that it was going to be in that crevice at the beginning. I can't believe it's there. I mean, I guess the Kremling falls down from it. So that's probably its purpose, but I thought I was onto something. I was super sure. Yeah, he does. Ugh. I thought that was going to be it. I was super sure. Alright, back to the end of the level theory. It's interesting that zingers are kind of placed in a way that they almost slow you down if you land on them. Almost like it's intentional to try and slow you down before you get to the end. I don't know. I could just be reading way too much into it. But there has to be some kind of message behind the fact that this lasts so long. Again, knowing everything that we've learned about this ROM hack, invincibility barrels do not last a millisecond longer than they are required for. So let's just keep on going and see what we can find. So, like, yeah, that Cruncha intrigued me because you can't normally get to where he's standing. But yeah, just keep going, keep going, keep going. This is the farthest we've had invincibility. And like, yeah, it doesn't do you any good, it seems, to have invincibility right at the end. Unless defeating you somehow would have given me a DK coin. Which, I mean, anything's possible, honestly, in this ROM hack. And it's kind of, it almost does kind of make me wonder. Just because, you know, the invincibility lasts this long. Oh! 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 Well, that was a really massive speed boost there. I don't know if I'm good at finding secrets or if I'm just ridiculously lucky, because in the last level, I lucked into finding that barrel that was beneath the screen. If not for me just accidentally phasing through that wall, I would have started searching every single lava-filled hole in this level, pressing against all the walls and that. I would not have expected that wall to just be one that you could randomly pass through. And it's amazing to me that we didn't find that in our original playthrough of this level, considering, you know, I was already looking for a bonus game earlier. How did you go through this wall? Oh, up there. Okay, I've botched this. But this is it, obviously. Okay. That is so cool. And if I had seen that in my original playthrough of this level, my mind would have just imploded. And it's a good thing that we didn't too, because since that invincibility barrel wasn't there in our original playthrough, I might have done who knows what ridiculous things to try and get it, and it would have been impossible because there was no invincibility barrel. Unless, again, you know, of course, maybe it just wouldn't have appeared until after I beat K. Rool. I am just so blown away by this concept of, like, extra coins to find. I am so happy. This is so neat, but this looks like a case that, you know, that bonus game in the first castle level where you get the invincibility barrel and you have to be really fast. I feel like this one's probably not as mean as that one. But see, I was right on. in the thinking that because the invincibility barrel lasts until the end of the level, that is where the secret needing it would be. Like, empty cysts, you can't be that obvious. You gotta throw a new trick into the book every once in a while. But okay, I don't think this is going to be too ridiculous. It's just going to be a matter of, I don't know. I don't know how perfect you have to be. I feel like I've not really been anywhere near perfect lately, and we got pretty close, so hopefully you can be semi-perfect. I really don't feel like being perfect today. And hey, there's that problem with that barrel that we've seen, in previous levels, trying to jump out of water into an automatic barrel, and does it ever go well? Absolutely not. That is an awesome speed boost that you get right there, though. I feel like this probably isn't going to be the run. I also appreciate, Empty Sis, that in this level you don't force me to get the midpoint. That was kind of mean in the last level, putting something in the first half that you have to use and then forcing the player to get the checkpoint, meaning that every single time you wanted to go back to the first half of the level, you had to rebeat the other half. But okay, so let's see, how is this gonna work? The less you fall into the pools of lava, the better. Go down here. Oh wow, that was cool. That was really cool. So there's all sorts of tricks you can do here. And now that I understand where the hole in the ceiling is, and I miss it still. I'm just bad at video games. Okay, and wow, that still wouldn't have been enough time. He really makes sure that you have to like zigzag back and forth 40 times, just in case you had any extra milliseconds of invincibility left. So, okay, it looks like this probably is just as tight as you would expect it to be in Unveiled. Wow, the invincibility sound is for some reason multiplying every single time I roll into an enemy, it seems. If only the effect, multiplied each time that happened too. That's funny, come to think of it, these are click-clacks that we actually never had to use to find any sort of secret. Yet, who knows, there could be like super club of coins and they could be, be connected to that at some point. I don't know, but alright, let's see here. Is this going to be enough? Again, this is a weird spot in the ceiling too, but okay, we did it. Yes! 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 Right down to the last millisecond, but we did it, darn it. We did it. So I have money now, right? I feel like just in case anything happens, I'm at a point where there may or may not be new secrets on this island. I mean, ask K. Rool, we kind of kicked his butt, and then Donkey Kong used his golden fist to punch him into the stratosphere. So I'm not sure exactly how we could ask him at this point, but there you go. Wow. This has been so much fun so far. Do we dare try and get one more? I'm thinking of maybe trying to divide it into 2 parts. We'll do like worlds 1, 2, 3, and then maybe like 4, 5, 6, 7 in the next one. 7 can't be that hard. It's literally 1 level. So I don't think it's probably gonna take us that long to find, but let's read this. A secret room at the end of the tunnel. So that would be, the tunnel level, and it's hinting that there's a secret there. So I don't know, maybe you can't even go to that room at all before, but yeah, tunnel trouble. So there you go. So those are hints towards these purple DK coins. None of that half step and slow rolling baloney garbage in here. Sounds good to me, Funky, even though I got no idea what you're talking about. You make less sense every day. Oh, so world 3. So Clapper's Chill, you'll remember, unless that DK coin I ended up finding was the Club of Coin, which again, it can't be. Like, I'm convinced at this point that there's probably new barrels that are connected to them all in some way. So there's probably some mechanism to prevent you from getting these Club of Coins prior to, before beating K. Rool. But we searched this level top to bottom like 20,000 times before I found the normal DK coin. So I'm convinced it's not in Clapper's Chill. Ceaseless Chase, I feel like there's some potential. It's another freaking boat level, and those are just notorious for having walls that you can pass through, as proven by the proceedings of the previous 5 to 10 minutes. So it's potential that it could be hidden there somewhere. But we'll leave that for a little bit, maybe. Coldhead Clamber? It's a pretty basic level. It didn't really trip us up at all. Unless something new's been added, I don't think it would be in there. Densetsu no Ape was that really interesting level that had like 3 ways to beat it. There could be something in there that I just didn't consider the first time. You never know. Do you say anything different now that I'm getting your DK coins? Snitch or double cross me and I'll kill you? I mean it. I mean, you're already giving us a whack in every attempt to fight you, so I'm not sure how much worse you can do. This level, I feel like we searched it pretty well, because the second bonus game took me a little while, and Vine Climb I remember pretty much nothing about. It was a bramble level. I don't think we had that much trouble with it. I think an invincibility barrel was actually already involved in getting the DK coin there. So the one I'm pretty convinced it's not in is Clapper's Chill, but I'm going to check the beginning of each level to see if anything's been added. So far, both new barrels have been, I mean, assuming that first DK barrel was new, I just don't remember. But that second invincibility barrel was definitely new. We're just going to check the beginning of each level, I guess? See if there's anything new, and if not, we'll give each level a more thorough scrubbing. It's actually kind of freaky. The last time we played this level, the power went out. Was that line leading downwards there always there? I'm going to be looking at absolutely everything now and questioning whether it was there during our first playthrough, which probably is not. It's probably not good to be so, skeptical like that. I could end up being, being led down a wrong path there. Again, I still don't understand how you beat this beginning part without taking a hit. There was like one spot between the beginning and the midway points. I feel like we always skipped it, so maybe there's something around there. I know, I'm not getting the vibe that this is the level though. But then these has really put it in 2 boat levels in a row. I'm not so convinced. Wait, the invincibility sound was still going. No, wrong way. I'm trying to turn left. Okay, I could swear there was somewhere here that we never really usually looked. Because I usually went down, I think. Is there anything up? Like, why do I always go down then? It's just the shortcut? And then the bonus game is to the right. Do you think these things can be hidden inside of bonus games? That would be awful. Okay, I'm pretty convinced that it's not this level. I don't think so. Again, maybe there's a wall somewhere I didn't rub against. And, I say it's not in Clapper's Chill, but it would be the biggest kick to the face if, after saying that, there was something here that was maybe added. So I'm just going to check the beginning here, see what we got. I still can't believe there's been no Bayou Boogie. Emphasis. I expect a written letter in the comments about, why the heck you took it out? What the heck do you have against it? It's an epic song. But yeah, I'm not so convinced that it's here again, especially because we've just played this level so many times. So for the time being, we're counting out the first 2. Let's go to ye old life grinding spot. Has anything been changed here? And again, there's not, I guess, a guarantee that it has to be a barrel that was added. I guess the coin could just appear, potentially even in the place that we've already visited. That's interesting, because there's that circle of bananas there. That's the same circle that's used in that level in World 5 that the DK coin appears in the middle of. Just instead it's made of stars in that one, and not bananas. And I didn't pick up on that. I mean, I didn't think I had to memorize a shape that I saw way back in World 3, but it appears you can't let anything by you in this hack. And I'm not convinced that, I don't know how I did that, but I did it. But yeah, it's not going to be this level. There's nothing that we didn't really explore in this level, I don't think. And again, I always forget which ones of these will launch you into the air. And this was always strange right here, that like single coin there. Especially how, you know, chintzy Empty Cyst tends to be with the coins. And wow, that was a flawless run too. I mean, flawless in terms of not dying. We did take a few hits. But how about that, you know, hitless run of Kong Conundrum in the last part? Wasn't that pretty rad? You know, after having a little bit of a trouble with it. I mean, didn't have that much trouble with it, but it was pretty epic. The winning run being a hitless one. And, you know, didn't need any of those DK barrels just kind of lying around. Alright, let's move on. I don't think it's that level. Is this all the same as it was originally? It was Squitter and Squawks, and then if we go to the right, we find Ramby. And unless anything new has been added in the Ramby area. But everyone remembers how this works, right? You stand here, and then you wait for the screen to go to the right a little bit, and then back to the left. Like, that is just so smart. It uses the swaying of the boat in that way. I never would have thought about that. And it should go back to the left. And you really have to be in the perfect spot. It just does not want to work. Okay, now it's working. Oh, there's those circle graphics again. I did not realize how used they were. I don't think anything's been added, though, in that area. So let's check out what the rest of the level looks like. And who do we want to be, Squitter or Squeaks? I guess we'll take good old Squeaks here. And yeah, I'll let everyone know if I notice anything interesting. And I'm definitely going to be checking out bonus games, too. It's a scary thought that it could even be inside a bonus game. But as we know, DK coins certainly can be hidden in them. How do you get under that guy again? I don't even remember. But, you know, the more I think about it, I'm not feeling this level. I'm not. I feel like we explored everything there because we were already looking at one point, you know, for a bonus game. Crookshot Cave. Was there anything weird about this level? In itself, one of the bonus games was very weird. You know, you had to, like, literally stand on the floor. I wouldn't be surprised if some kind of shenanigans were added here somewhere. It is just such a strange level. So I guess we're going to explore it a little bit. I'm also wondering, like in World 4, at the beginning of the first level, there was a DK barrel sound that we just, you know, never found. I wonder if those things are like in any way connected to secrets that maybe now are visible that weren't before. All things to consider. But see, I think these bananas, for whatever reason, you can stand between these bananas, I think is what it's trying to hint at. And there's just like a bouncy thing down there. But then why this banana? I mean, I guess you can stand down here too, it's trying to say. I don't know, it's just, that's a weird secret, I have to admit. Probably one of the weirdest ones that we experienced in the game. Otherwise though, like, I don't know. I don't think I'm forgetting. Wasn't there an invincibility barrel here somewhere? Yeah. What was that all about? Oh yeah, you use that to get the DK coin, I think. The real DK coin. It's like you go up here, and I've botched it into oblivion. That cannonball is for... Oh wait, no, maybe you use it for that? Yeah, the cannonball's for the bonus game. I don't know, I'm feeling something weird about this level. I'm probably gonna beat this one. And then if it's not in there, there's a lot, I think, to explore in Vine Climb. A level we didn't really have, I don't think, trouble finding any of the secrets in. So, it'll be interesting to replay that one. I mean, part of me feels like I should start selecting when I start to fall into a hole. Another part of me feels like there can be anything hidden below the camera box. Floor, barrels, a coin, you name it. So, you know, sometimes falling into a hole for the sake of, you know, experimentation isn't such a bad idea either, I guess. But in that case, it did nothing. Alright, nothing in that corner. But what about this, like, random area down here? Like, why would this be floor? You would never expect this to be floor. And there's no reason for it to be floor. I don't know, that's pretty strange. This is also a very strange hole, but I think we've fallen into that one before. And is there anything weird about this bonus game? I'm remembering a really strange bonus game, but it might have been in Lost Levels. I think it was in the ice level in Lost Levels with the doors. There was a really strange bonus game there. Yeah, because I remember I was looking for the DK coin in that level for a long time. And I thought maybe it was in that bonus game. I think that's what happened. But otherwise, I'm not convinced that... What the heck? I mean, maybe I'm supposed to use Dixie. I don't think that's anything. I don't think it's in that bonus game, having a chance to look at it again. But it is kind of scary to think that it could be. And, okay, so I'm not feeling this level. I think there's a lot to explore in the Bramble level, so that's what we're going to do next. Again, I love that the map was changed there. There were very few overworld map changes past this point. I think, like, the World 4 boss, that location was changed. But then otherwise, like, I don't think there was really too much after that. And if we assume now that every single one of these secrets is connected in some way to a barrel that wasn't there originally, that's something to keep our eyes open for. Wait, what did I hit my head on? I always do that, but what is over to the left anyway? Okay, you can't go over that wall. It is kind of weird over there, though. I mean, like, he's standing on ground. Is there any reason for cannons to even stand on ground? Like, if they just stood on top of brambles, I mean, I guess it makes more aesthetic sense for enemies to not be standing on, you know, pointy brambles, but it almost makes you feel like maybe you can get over there somehow? Like, that'd be really random, I guess. You can even kind of go on top of these brambles, too, from the looks of it. Okay, well, you can't touch those anyway. Maybe I should have done the thing I did again with Dixie, but with both hits. Jumped as high as possible, and then maybe I could have made some progress with... But then, EvilsDeathAzul has guaranteed that there's no forced hits in this game. I mean, K. Rool fight may differ, but there's no need to damage boost for any secrets anyway. That's the guarantee we've gotten from EvilsDeathAzul, so I'll take him by his word. And that was beautiful. Alright, yeah. Can we get over there? No, we can't, even with invincibility frames. Alright, so keep an eye up there. What is with that platform? Do we ever get to go to that? It's funny that I don't okay, so we do. Like, I remember this level, and yet I don't at the same time, but okay, that's something worth flying to with Dixie, I guess. Why is that there? I think part of the reason I don't really remember much about this level is because it was part of the same part where we did Crookshot Cave, this level, and we did Cudgel all in one. And by the time we did Cudgel, the rest of the stuff that we did in that video was just completely wiped from my memory. So yeah, that probably explains why this is a rather small blip on what was otherwise a massively crazy video that time. But okay, what's to the right here? There's a bonus game if you jump to the right here, I believe. Yes, but otherwise, I guess there's nothing there. I guess we should be checking bonus games too, as, you know, odd as that is. It could very easily be hidden inside a bonus game. Yeah, these easier levels are just, you know, cake compared to what we eventually had to deal with later on in the game. Wait! I didn't run out of time, but the invincibility ran out? Alright, I think we'll consider that nothing hidden in there. I didn't see any potential for that. The DK coin was hidden, I believe, directly above us. You get invincibility and then you run to the right there? So, will anything else be changed later on in the level? And again, I mean, there's no guarantee that all these coins are associated with barrels that weren't there previously. I still don't know if that's true or not for that DK barrel in Flitter Flight. But it's something interesting to consider. It's interesting that you can go over top of that. Whoa, whoa! That was odd! I don't know if that's a useful trick for anything, but I never would have imagined that, you know, doing that would then give you a boost, like, way up. I wonder if that can be used for anything, or if it's not, it better be in the next Donkey Kong Country 2 ROM hack I play. I wonder if there's anything that you can do with Squeaks that isn't just get to a bonus game. Because it's interesting what happens. So yeah, we're not gonna fall for that trick again. You do that, and you end up in here. Wait! Ugh, it sent you right into those, and then I still got damage anyway, but it brings you down to where the checkpoint area is here. And then you fly up there to get the bonus game, but you don't have to. Okay, yes you do. There you go, all my thoughts and ideas regarding that were ruined. I guess it is just to get to the bonus game, but was there any reason to go into that bonus game? I don't remember. Yeah, there's one thing. Oh yeah, and all the enemies are gone now that you normally bounce on, so that was a lost cause. I don't remember the contents of every single bonus game if it wasn't one that, you know, like really threw me for a loop. So I'm not entirely sure which ones might be worth revisiting or not. Sure. Now, is there anything worth exploring around here? Like, this was always kind of an odd part of the level. Like, you can go under there. What's past this guy? Just this. Is there anything down? And that just is like a shortcut. I don't know, it's kind of strange that it looks like you can almost go down here. Maybe? Maybe? No. I just hope there's not like a random bramble you have to go through somewhere. We've seen enough of those. Okay, is there anything worth looking at in this bonus game? It seems to be a pretty typical fly with Squeaks bonus game. But flying scares me because, I mean, it's like, you know, things can be hidden in all directions when you're flying. That seems way too easy, considering all the time they give you. Which wall in there can you totally pass through? And then it scrolls up almost like it's hinting at something, I don't know. That's probably some super, like, looking way too into it shenanigans going on right there, but interesting, very interesting. Okay, so unless you can float underneath here and something happens, it doesn't look like there's anything in this level. So uh-oh, what are we missing? What are we missing in some level somewhere? Densetsu no Ape is probably the one I searched the least. There could be something later on in Clapper's Chill. We only played to the halfway waypoint of Ceaseless Chase. I guess since we've already played half of it, wait. I'm actually shocked. Oh, because we got a checkpoint in another level. It canceled our checkpoint in this level, right. So yeah, we've reached the point where I'm pretty much just going to beat every single level now, I guess. And if we don't find anything, I guess it might be wrinkly time. We'll see. And there was always this kind of weird spot. Like, what the heck is this all about? Is if there was anywhere that you would think, you know, maybe something's been added, it would be here. But I guess not. And then there's up here, and then having Squeaks here allows you to go to the bonus game there. But yeah, that's nothing then. And then, is this pretty much the end of the level, I think? And then you go past here. And then I think we are essentially at the end. I'm gonna check the Ramby route one more time, but otherwise, I don't think we have anything to find here. See, it's not even like it's really necessary to have the zinger. let's just kind of explore and see if there's any changes we can notice on our own. I mean, all that will stop us from checking is like the very end, but I doubt that's where anything would be added, right? Like, this looks pretty typical, I think. Unless it's like down that one hole. I'm literally going to check that one hole just because it seems so suspicious, but I don't think there's going to be anything there. Okay, right here. It's just a really strange, like you would never accidentally fall into that. Which is why I had to check it. But okay, I think we're done with Densetsu no Ape then. Coldhead Clamber, we beat half of it. I guess we might as well beat all of it. Alright, back to the checkpoint, easy enough. I really don't remember there being anywhere in this level that something could still be hidden. It was easy enough. I think there was literally like one bonus game in this level. And it was past the end. You had to actually like go past the level ending target, which was kind of cool. But otherwise, I don't remember there being anything really suspicious here. Oh no, you're supposed to do that thing where you stand on like the ledge there. I don't think that's it though. I really don't think that's it. There's no way that's it. You might as well do Clapper's Chill. Even though we did play it a bajillion times, maybe something's been added somewhere. Oh man, it feels like it was a bajillion years ago that we did this. Man, it brings back so many memories too, because it's like, I remember I eventually just came down to me throwing the partners all over the place trying to find, you know, something that might be hidden somewhere, and it eventually worked. I don't feel like there's going to be anything in here though. I think this level does end with like a little bit of an automated section, so I'm going to check that, and if not, before we go to Wrinkly, I'm going to press against every single wall in Ceaseless Chase. It would be really silly if this world's Club of Coin was hidden almost identical to the last world's, where it's a boat level with invincibility, where you just have to rub against the wall and find the secret passage. That would be a little bit disappointing, but it's definitely possible. Yeah, like remember this part right here? Doesn't look like anything's changed. Okay. Okay, so I guess we've got Ceaseless Chase. Look at that! Look at that! That's ridiculous! Yeah, we'll probably have to visit Wrinkly. It's a time attack. Make it back to the start. I mean, time attack immediately makes you think of Ceaseless Chase. I've realized it though, I just figured it out. I just figured it out. There was an invincibility barrel added that wasn't there in our first run, wasn't there? See, like, right here, at the very end, there's this invincibility barrel. Was that one always there? No, so it didn't last very long. So maybe I was wrong about that. That's a nasty barrel, because he always faces to the right after you come out of it. But I'm holding left, so I never expect that. But maybe it is inside the bonus game then. Wait, did we lose Snapjaw somewhere? That's kind of interesting. I'm just afraid he's gonna come back at any random moment and scare the crap out of us. Oh, yep, there he is, there he is, there he is. It very well could be the bonus game. We learn in the third level of World 5 that after getting all of the stars, it doesn't necessarily only make a bonus coin appear. In that case, it also made a DK coin appear. It is a collect the stars bonus game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could so possibly be it. Like, there's no way I can make it back to the top that fast. And is this one that you don't get a second try at? No, no! Alright, here we are again. Like, alright, I think this is our third try at this. And then you do that. Like, I don't think there's any way you could ever get back to the top. Oh, I could have pressed start there and start selected, huh? Oh no, and then I didn't press start. I don't understand. Oh no, no. Like, is there any way to start moving, like, before it does that. No! Wait, then he comes back? Ooh. Now that I think about it, I just realized, why am I collecting the stars on the way down? Why? I have to go back up to the top anyway. It would make so much more sense if I just went straight to the bottom, and then I didn't have to deal with that guy and accidentally potentially get hit. I could just go as fast as I want, wherever I want, and I wouldn't have to worry about possibly running into him. That has to be it. That has to be it. Alright, so let's do this thing. So, alright, very good, very good. So now we can just do a thing like this. Now this is interesting because by doing that, it gives us a lot of extra time to get back to the top, actually. Okay, so that was good, but not good enough. Like, there's nothing you can really do to move up faster, but... Oh, wow. Wait, only 4 more? But there's clearly 5 right there. That's rather interesting. So if there's 1 extra star, does that allow us to skip anything? That's a rather interesting thing that we need to consider then. I don't really think it does, but interesting. Ooh, gotta do like slick moves like that. Oh no, I forgot to start select. I was really excited to see if by getting them all, it at least did make something appear, or if we're just going down the complete wrong rabbit hole. Oh. Like, you need to basically hold A for the minimal amount of time possible, but it's so easy to let go too early as well. Where, what, where, why, where? I didn't see anything. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Don't tell me this is all wrong. I mean, technically, it could have been in, like, the top leftist corner. We didn't, I don't think, see exactly that corner. I could be completely wrong. That is a scary thought. But it seems to, like, I feel like I'm on the right track because it definitely feels like it's made to do what I'm doing. Like, I got back to the top. And, you know, if I had just been able to shave off another second, I would have been able to get right back to where I started, which is what the hint says. So I have to be on the right track. There's no way this is wrong. For the record, we have now been recording for more than 3 hours. Like, oh, I tried to press start. I didn't see anything though. Like, nothing appeared. I had 0 stars. Oh, whoa. That's a Christmas miracle right there. But I had 0 stars left to collect and nothing appeared. Nothing. Well, still nothing. You don't want to go too far. Like, now that we've seen that, but I don't think there's any way that I could make it back to the top in time doing it like that. Well, then you can do like that curve thing, which I feel like you can't do. Like nothing. Nada. Like, it could be another collect the stars bonus game too. And then it hit me. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't think it's in this level at all. It's in Vine Climb. We were right there. We were inside that bonus game. And I made a comment about why we had so much time left when we got to the end. It says nothing about it being a race, which is how I got that one in Ceaseless Chase into my head. You know, thinking, oh yeah, you know, it mentions a race, so it's going to be in that bonus game where we have to race the guy. But no, it didn't say anything about that. It said it's a time trial. So we have this bonus game that we literally played in that video where we had an extra 10 seconds at the end, and I didn't think for a second to go back and try and, you know, race to the end of that and back to the beginning. Like, look, there's that massive area at the beginning. That is just screaming DK coin. Where is it? Where is it? Oh no! Like, why else would Empty Sys give so much extra time in this bonus game? Something that never, ever, 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 ever happens. But yeah, I mean, it's possible maybe we'll just have to check every single bonus game. Because, I mean, when it comes to time trial, that has to be what it means, right? It has to mean a bonus game. Because, you know, when you think time in Donkey Kong Country 2, you think bonus game. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is the DK coin appears in that ring. So I'm going to collect all the other... I'm just nervous because I really don't want to have to replay this. Because yeah, that's where the bonus coin appears, and the DK coin appears over here. So what happens if I do that? And then it just appears. Okay, so you don't have to see the bonus coin appear for the DK coin to also appear. It really just kind of beams in there. Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome back. Oh, so everything that you have just seen was edited before what you are seeing now. Because yeah, that was my strategy. I realized that since I had replayed literally the entirety of World 3, that by going back and editing my footage, I should be able to somewhere pinpoint just what I was missing. And it should be noted that every time I played, everything I did to try and find the coin, I always saved after, so that time you're seeing on the file select screen was indeed the correct time that I have now been playing this game in total. Of course, minus like the power outages and other random shenanigans that would have caused some time loss there, the glitch with K-Rool, for example. But there you go, Clapper's Chill, the level that had it all along. And I realized in my time off from playing that I had not checked Clapper's Chill to the degree I had checked the other levels, so I started to get suspicious if maybe this was the level that had it hidden in it. And I thought maybe like there was a clapper added at some points that maybe if you jumped on it something would happen and then you had to like race back to the beginning, because of course that's what clappers are all about. So you jump on them and then something happens and then there's a time limit before that thing stops happening. Lava turns to water, water turns to ice. So I thought maybe a new clapper would be added. I would see that when going back and editing the footage, and that would be it. But I did not just expect a random clock to appear when you reach the end of the level, and yeah, it looks really silly me missing that in my initial playthrough, but I just was not looking for that sort of thing. Now we should also be paying attention, as I guess we're going to be having to play this level backwards, just how the level layout looks, but yeah, it's very obvious looking at it now that this level is clearly made for being able to play either forwards or back, so it should be interesting when we get to that, but I spoke too soon, obviously. But yeah, the last thing I was expecting was a clock to just randomly appear, and by that point in the level I was just kind of in autopilot mode. I wasn't looking at the top of the screen. I was kind of just focusing on beating the level, looking at the character, looking at the terrain ahead, and not looking at what was up there, which is really hilarious considering that means that this level twice now has had a DK coin associated with something hard to notice at the top of the screen that I just did not notice. And actually, technically, the clock was not hard to notice at all. It was just me kind of being silly. I'm sure everyone watching probably noticed, but you have to understand it's a little bit different when you're playing too. And just when you're not looking for something up there, you're not necessarily focused on it, I guess. Because, yeah, you'll notice that my mindset became, time attack just makes you think somewhere with a clock, which means bonus game, because that's where you find clocks in Donkey Kong Country 2. Why do I do that? Every time I hesitate, and then I mess that up. Alright, you can make it. There's absolutely no reason to mess up there twice. But yeah, other than Haunted Hall in the original game, I can't think of anywhere where like a clock appears, so that's why my mindset just became check bonus games. And never did I imagine that just getting to the end of the level, would just make a clock appear, then you had to race back. Like, if the clue was race from like the end of the level back to the start, then that would have changed everything. But when it just says race back to the start, like look at that bonus game in Ceaseless Chase, like that looks like it was just tailor made to be able to race back to the beginning after getting all the stars, or even the one in the Bramble level. Like, okay, so there's the clock. Like, it just appears, and I just wasn't looking for it, so I totally missed it. Now, 65 seconds seems pretty good, but it's definitely an interesting feeling playing this level in the opposite direction. And like, how far back do we have to make it? Like, literally to the beginning? Oh, darn it. Well, that's not good. I think, hopefully there's still some DK barrels. But this will be interesting now because everything that I might have cleared out of the way at the beginning now will be back since we're starting from the checkpoint. So this could definitely be interesting. This is going to be a cool challenge, and I feel like you know, we should do a thing like this so that we always start with both Kongs, and that DK barrel can be saved in case we need it on the return trip. But with that said, I'm gonna get back to where the timer starts, and I'll see you there. Okay, so it starts like right there. So there's probably a way to save a few seconds once you know like exactly where it starts, so you don't waste more time going to the right than you need to. But alright, so here we go, working our way back. I should really clear out all the enemies. I mean, I did some of them. These guys, of course, can't be cleared out. And it's just a matter of figuring out what all the strategies are. Because it's interesting running to the left. It feels like you don't have as much time to react to things as when you're running to the right, because the game doesn't really expect you to be going to the left. So that's where the checkpoint was. That's good, that's good. Okay. We're about to get some barrels here, I think. It's going to be interesting going backwards with these. Okay, we just barely make that. There's another DK barrel we didn't need. I could go back for this. Okay. So, like, obviously we can't jump into this barrel. It's a one-way kind of deal. So you really kind of need Dixie there. And you also need 2 Kongs here from the looks of it. Now, this is a case of remembering... Oh, no, okay. But if we go up to the left, we get into a bonus game. Aha! So it was kind of made in a way to go back to the left there. Okay, so this might not be our victory run, but we're getting into the groove. I don't see... And then it plays a random tune there. Okay, so we know what we need to do. Just need to kind of perfect some things. Okay, so you see what didn't help as well was that we didn't visit Wrinkly until after we played this level. So I had no mindset to kind of be keeping the eye out for a clock or anything like that, where once we read Wrinkly's hint, you know, I would have been a lot more open to the idea of a clock just randomly appearing at the top of the screen. Not to mention that without that hint, you'd kind of be in the dark about what exactly you're supposed to do. I mean, I guess you could just kind of guess you're supposed to race back to the beginning, but with all that said, what I think I'm going to do from now on is we're going to have a new strategy where we always read the Wrinkly hint before we start looking for the coin. Now, how the heck does this work? Now, that causes that to happen, but it still drops me at the end of the level, so I guess I could still... Like, where am I? Yeah, so if you go a little bit ahead here... Because, yeah, like, my original mindset was that, you know, if there's this super secret coin hidden in each of the worlds, then I want to find it on my own. I don't want any hints for that. But if it's come down to the fact that it looks like all of the coins are somehow connected to just like something that's been added that wasn't there originally, is even going back and watching the footage, that DK barrel in the first world was not there during our initial playthrough. So if it's always going to be tied to something that wasn't there originally, then there's no point in just replaying the entire world looking for that. I'm instead just going to read the hint ahead of time and see if we can piece together, you know, what it's trying to tell us from there. Because in this case, if we had known going into this world that we were, you know, expecting a time attack of some sort, then I feel like would have figured things out sooner. Okay, so this is weird because you can't really see to the left. Yeah, so you just do that. Okay, so yeah, it's just kinks like that that need to be worked out, and then that's a tough spot to deal with. Diddy goes really high there. Ah, I thought I had enough distance. I probably would have made it that time, but we're getting really close. It's just, I tend to mess up a lot, it looks like, when the timer starts, and then the middle is not so bad, and then the beginning is easy to mess up, but we're there. We're like right there. Okay, well I lost Dixie. Instead of start selecting, let's just see for fun. How possible is this with Diddy? Because we're gonna get to this spot right here. Yeah, that's not any fun at all without being able to float. But yeah, hopefully having a strategy like that will make future worlds take less time. Because there's just really no reason to play every single level in a world blindly looking for something that's been added. But yeah, I mean, I love these secrets. I think it's so cool. But yeah, I just can't believe I literally replayed the entirety of World 3 pretty much. Ah! Slipped off. It is still ice physics, don't forget. You see, it's funny too, because EmptySys was actually joining in one of my live streams the other night, and he was telling me all about how some people took forever to find the bonus game in Cask Task, for example, or how I really knocked Kong Conundrum in World 7 out of the park, but nobody else has probably taken 3 hours to find this Clubber coin, so, you know, there's something for me to claim as my own, I guess, as silly as it is. Okay, do a thing like that. This could be it. This could be it. Now I understand all the speedrunning references. Oh my gosh, it's just, I guess, the weird interaction with that crocodile head, because I definitely don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong there. I press Y and B when I think it should work, but I'd always just kind of slide off the edge. I'm apparently also one of the only people who's a quote-unquote, more of a casual Donkey Kong Country 2 player, meaning I don't do speed runs or, know all the tricks and glitches going in or anything like that, who's doing 102% save stateless playthrough of this game, so that's kind of cool. Honestly, I know nothing else about what's going on in the Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled world out there. I've been doing a very, careful job not to see anything or watch anything or hear anything about it, but I'm definitely curious about, discovering more afterwards. It's interesting that if you listen really closely, I think that the timer for bonus games and the one that's up there right now actually has a very, very faint ticking sound as the clock ticks down. And normally the bonus game music's pretty excited and you're usually really focused on playing it, so you're not really listening for it, but it's interesting that it's there, and with a more mellow song like this one, you can actually kind of hear it. Not that it, it really helps all that much. I mean, remember I have the volume turned down too, so that there's not feedback and such, so that's another reason why I didn't really notice it initially the first time. So, okay, so, this is wasting valuable seconds. We'll see, is this another one of those cases where Empty Sis has given us exactly the number of seconds that we need to succeed? Obviously in that Bramble one with Squeaks, he didn't do that, so I think that's what really threw me off there as well. Why was so much extra time given for that? But come on, we're so close. Let's do this thing. This is it, right? Is this... Yeah! Yeah! Wait, and then you still lose? Okay, wait. And then it brings me here? Well, friends, it happened again. So since we are here already, let's check the stats. Remember, I did not press anything to make this happen. It kicked me out of the level when the clock hit 0. Not too bad. I think that you can do better than that, though. Or maybe not. Well, I don't know. Well... see, I guess. Haha. We'll see, I guess. Okay, so. Alright. It just brought me here for some reason. Because I think, yeah, we just overtook Yoshi for second place there. So, Wario Mario is all we have left to take care of. So, with that, and then it takes us to Ceaseless Chase for some reason. Despite the fact, I'm sure we were just in Clapper's Shell. Actually, I don't think we have any money to save even, so we gotta go here to get some. Maybe that's what the game was anticipating. Oh, but wow. This has been a lot of fun. Now, Empty Sis also mentioned that apparently if you wait at the end of the credit screen, Cranky eventually shows up and mentions that you can do the button combinations on the file select screen to get the different character color palette, so that's kind of cool. So unfortunately, I guess we didn't get that on video, and I'm not beating K. Rool again to show it. But yeah, so keep that in mind if you ever play this for yourself. But with that, 3 worlds down in terms of Clubber coins. Yes, we did already know that. Wrinkly, you're repeating yourself. And with that, just how many we're going to do next time, I have no idea. Hopefully with the understanding now that, we're looking for things that have been added to the levels. It's not just something randomly hidden somewhere. Keep our eyes peeled for things that are different. Hopefully that shaves down the required time a little bit, but there you go. With 35 hours, 41 minutes, 75 Creme coins, 37 DK coins, 87%. We're not quite at the Lost World yet, but I'm having a blast and hope that you enjoyed this crazy, convoluted... Wow, what a weird part. I did shave down, I think, a lot of the, the pointless 3 hours. Hopefully you enjoyed that compilation, and hope to see you next time for part 26. So thanks, and see you all later. Thank you so much once again for checking out my videos. I really appreciate it, and if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it really helps my channel out. With that said, hope to see you next time.